All right, so today we're going to be doing something a little different, and
Yeah.
we're going to be taking a deep dive into military veterans.
Sure. Okay.
But through a lens you might not expect.
Right.
We're looking at a children's book.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, we're looking at Veterans.
Yeah.
Heroes in Our Neighborhood by Valerie Pfundstein.
Yeah.
And you might be surprised what we can learn from a book designed for younger readers.
Yeah. And this isn't just about the book itself, though. We're
Yeah.
also bringing in the voices of Goodreads reviewers.
Right.
We have comments from regular readers, teachers, and even the Military Writers Society of America.
Wow.
So we're getting a really well-rounded perspective.
That's great.
Yeah, and the book itself is quite interesting.
Okay.
It uses rhyme-in and illustrations to tell stories of real veterans,
Oh, wow.
making it a very engaging and accessible way to learn about this topic,
Yeah.
especially for kids.
Especially for kids. Yeah.
And people are loving it.
Really?
The book has an impressive 4.36 star rating on Goodreads. Wow, that's awesome.
One reviewer even mentioned that it's a perfect way to introduce children to the concept of what a veteran is.
Yeah, that's so important, especially for children who may not have any personal connections to the military.
Right.
This book acts as a bridge between those two worlds.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But the book's impact goes beyond just children.
Okay.
One reviewer shared how it sparked conversations with veterans.
Oh, wow.
And they mentioned that veterans really appreciate it when kids ask them about their service.
That's true. Those simple questions can really open up a dialogue and help bridge the gap between generations. Instead of veterans being seen as this separate group, the book highlights their presence in our daily lives.
Exactly. For example, the book shows veterans working as grocers, butchers, and coaches.
Oh, that's cool.
It's fascinating to see how they seamlessly integrate back into civilian life,
Yeah.
using their unique skills and experiences in new ways.
Yeah, the book even shares the story of Sarah, a former medic, who now runs a very successful bakery.
It highlights how her medical training actually instilled in her a level of precision and attention to detail that are perfect for baking.
That's such a great example of how a veteran's military skills can translate into success in a completely different field.
It is.
Yeah.
And seeing veterans in these everyday roles reminds us that they're not so different from us.
Yeah.
This opens the door for conversations and connections, which is exactly what the book encourages. Yeah. It's important to note that the book doesn't portray veterans as like a monolithic group.
Yeah.
You know, it celebrates their unique experiences and sacrifices,
Mhm.
reminding us that each veteran has their own story to tell.
Yeah, one of the things that struck me was how the book showcases the personal side of military service.
Right.
It's not just about battles and medals, but about the everyday sacrifices veterans make, both big and small.
Yeah. The Military Writers Society of America actually praised the book for this very reason.
Okay.
They emphasize how important it is to remember that veterans are individuals, not just a group, with their own unique journey.
Absolutely, and it's interesting because one reviewer pointed out that the book doesn't feature many female veterans.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a valid observation and highlights the need for more diverse representation in stories about veterans.
Right.
It's a reminder that heroism comes in all forms, and we need to make sure all those stories are being told.
Definitely. So we've talked about how this book encourages us to recognize veterans in our communities and understand their individual journeys.
Right.
But what I find fascinating is how it also prompts us to remember those who served.
Yeah, several reviewers mentioned using this book to teach children about Memorial Day and Veterans Day,
Okay.
which is a great way to introduce younger generations to the significance of these holidays.
It reminds us that those holidays aren't just about barbecues and parades.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They provide an important opportunity to reflect on the service and sacrifice of veterans. It's a time to remember those who gave their lives for their country and to honor those who continue to serve.
Yeah, the book seems to offer a gentle, age-appropriate way to introduce those concepts.
Precisely, it plants the seeds of understanding and empathy, encouraging children to appreciate the sacrifices made by those who have served our country.
Wow. It's really amazing how a simple children's book can spark such a thought-provoking,
I know, right?
ending conversation
Yeah.
about veterans and their place in our communities.
It really does speak to the power of storytelling,
Yeah.
doesn't it? Even in its simplicity, this book manages to convey complex emotions and ideas, making them relatable for all ages.
Yeah, it's like it opens a window into a world we might not otherwise think about,
Right?
especially through the eyes of a child.
Exactly.
And that's a powerful reminder that we can learn so much from veteran stories, no matter how they're shared.
Absolutely. And as we've seen from these Goodreads reviews, The book also seems to inspire people to take action. It
Yeah.
makes you want to engage with veterans and learn more about their experiences.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, I'm curious, what will you do to connect with the veterans in your own community?
Yeah. Will you strike up a conversation with a veteran at your local coffee shop?
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe volunteer at a veterans organization?
Yeah.
Or even just take a moment to acknowledge their service with a heartfelt thank you?
I think even these small gestures can have a profound impact.
Oh, absolutely.
They show our veterans that their sacrifices are not forgotten and that they are valued members of our community.
Exactly. And who knows, maybe you'll even be inspired to pick up a copy of Veterans, Heroes in Our Neighborhood,
Yeah.
and share it with a child in your life. It might just spark a conversation that leads to a deeper understanding and appreciation for those who have served our country.
Well, that about wraps it up for this deep dive into the world of veterans through the lens of a children's book.
Yeah.
We hope you found it as insightful and inspiring as we did.
We did.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep connecting with the world around you.